guys, it's Maggie. Okay, so for this week's video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit, let's just say, different. So I wrote down a couple embarrassing things that have happened to me that were meant to be good, but then went all wrong. So, yeah, I was just going to tell you those stories, but you don't want to hear me talk. You want to actually see me do something. So I made just a ton of stuff that could have happened. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tell the story full out, but then I'm going to redo it with something that could have happened that would have made the situation probably a lot better. So let's just read right off my list. Okay, so this is a story. I forget when this took place. I think I might have been like 7 or something. My cousin Sophie and I were in the bathroom, and I forget what we were doing there, probably like doing makeup or hair or something. But there was, you know, the foamy liquid soap, that bathroom stuff. So we found that, and then we said, hey, want to know what would be a good idea? What? What about, hey, Sophie, want to know what would be a good idea? What? What if we took that soap, put it all over the ground, and then ice skated in it? It was not a good idea. What ended up happening is the soap, there were like, you know, okay, I'm really bad at this explaining stuff. Okay, so in a room where it's like that, the corners, it seeped through, went, because we were on upstairs. Okay, so it seeped through, went through the ground, and the ceiling, it was kind of like an old ceiling, and it had a giant like chandelier thing on it. So what ended up happening is the soap seeped through and the paint started peeling off, and the chandelier almost fell off. That's how much soap we used. And I forget if we even ended up ice skating because it was so bad. I think we did for a little while, but it didn't end up working out the way that we wanted it to. So that was pretty bad, and we ended up getting in a ton of trouble and had to clean it up ourselves. I think we used like these types of cups and just like scooped it up. We've had these cups forever. Okay, but let's see what could have happened. Okay, I was hoping to get this one for this. What if, when my mom came upstairs to yell at us, what if I did a dazzling backflip? You can't be mad at somebody that does a dazzling backflip. I think something like this would have happened. Oh my god, Sophie, I have the best idea. Why don't we take this soap and just completely vandalize the bathroom, and then we'll ice skate in it? Oh my god, this was such a smart idea. Just look at the floor. It's practically December. Okay, let me just go get my ice skates. Girls, why is it raining in the living room? Yeah, about that. No autographs, please. The second story, and what actually happened is I was moving my foot below and erased most of it, so yeah, see, this is why I can't do things, because I always mess up doing them. Okay, well, I had them in an order, but now I'm just gonna go right off the top of my head. Okay, the next one is actually, I'm gonna do a more recent one. Okay, so the next one is about the time when I was speaking in front of my entire class, and I'll just tell the story. Okay, so what had happened is we had to write like 3, probably even like 1 to 3 paragraphs about something great that had happened to us. Very exciting, something great and exciting that happened to us. So this was in 4th grade, by the way. I wanted to write about a play that I had recently done where I played the main person and everything went well. So that was great. So that was pretty exciting. So, you know, of course I'm going to write about it. I mean, looking back, it was a pretty good story for a 4th grader. Like, there was a lot of detail in there, and I was very excited to share it in front of my class. So usually in our writing classes, we would always share. Well, you had the option, but people would raise their hand, like 4 people would share out of the like 25 kids. So what ended up happening is I go up, I'm all excited, I'm hardly even nervous. I take my story, I'm bursting with happiness, like I'm trying to express this so much, I was so excited. And then I open my mouth and nothing comes out. I try again and nothing comes out. I don't know if I was just nervous and like my throat was all, but I had lost my voice and it was very, very embarrassing. Because then I believe people started laughing, but I was so mortified. But yes, I lost my voice while I was trying to speak and it wasn't fun, is all I can say. But my teacher was obviously comforting and said, oh, you know, just go get some water, like clear your throat, do that. Even after that, you'd think it's fine, but no, I couldn't focus on anything else besides that I had just lost my voice in front of my entire class. I couldn't even focus on my story because, I was just so still embarrassed. I swear, people were laughing at me. I doubt they actually were, and I bet they probably felt kind of bad. But yeah, so that wasn't fun, but let's see what could have happened. Okay, this is an interesting one. I could have admitted to my secret life. Okay. Roll clip. I'm sorry guys, but I have to keep my voice down for what I'm about to tell you. I'm not going to read you this because I want to tell you a story from my heart, not from paper. I just can't hold it in any longer. I have to tell you guys. I'm Hannah Montana. I'm sorry, I have told you guys. Okay, so the last one probably sounds the least embarrassing, but honestly, out of this entire list, it was the most embarrassing. Okay, so I'm just gonna get to the story. Okay, so I was in kindergarten and it was one of the first days. You know, of course, you're going into kindergarten, you're pretty nervous. It's a big deal. So I was just sitting in this circle of actually very popular people. And I forget who was in it, to be honest, because now they're probably not the popular people. And I honestly forget who was in the group, to be honest. But all I remember is I think it was mostly boys. But the only thing I remember is I think it was mostly boys and I think I was the only girl. I could be totally wrong, but, you know. Okay, so I was sitting in this circle, I was sitting at this round table of these really popular boys in kindergarten, and I was just sitting there, you know, small talk, trying to make friends. What ended up happening is they started talking about sports. And so I was like, oh, I have a dad. I should be good at this conversation. So, of course, my big mouth joins the conversation. And they said, oh, yeah, we love the Red Sox. They were talking about the Red Sox, probably the only sports group that they knew when they were in kindergarten. But they were talking about the Red Sox and how awesome they were and all this stuff that I had no idea what was going on. And then I said, oh, I love the Red Sox. They're my favorite football team. And that sounds like the stupidest thing to be embarrassed about because I was in kindergarten, but it was so bad. I don't think they talked to me again the rest of the school day. It was pretty bad. Probably not explaining it greatly, but yeah, there's not much that you can even say about that one because I don't remember that much of it, but that's what happened. So let's see what could have happened. I believe this is the last one because I was too lazy to write more than 3. Okay, what happened? Ooh, this one can really work for any situation. I could have just killed everybody. Okay, I've been trying to do this cool like hair outro thing for like 5 minutes. So let's just add that to my list, really. Okay, but seriously, I hope you enjoyed that video and give it a thumbs up so I know that you did. And leave a comment below of embarrassing things that have happened to you that were meant to be really cool. And, you know, just so I don't feel as alone, like there's really no purpose for it, just so I don't feel alone. But really, I hope you liked that video and subscribe for more, I guess that's, and yeah, I'm gonna go now. Bye. Second story, and what actually happened is I was moving my foot below and erased